Hey folks, Strength Coach Sean here, and I'm going to show you your mobility complex for the Renegade Olympic Lifting Sandbag program. Okay, first off, we're going to be doing exercises for time and not reps. Reason being is that I don't want you to focus on anything but mobilizing the specific joints and trying to relax with it as much as you can. So you're not going to focus on counting repetitions, you're just going to maybe set a timer, hear it beep, and perform that exercise to the best of your abilities. The first one I want to show you is the overhead walk. So, you grab your sandbag with the handles that are horizontal, and you can perform a snatch or an overhead press, or get it up however you wish. I'm just going to snatch it because I'm used to it. And from here, basically I want the biceps right in line with the ears, your wrists stay straight, they're pointing right to the ceiling, and the sandbag is going to be overhead and slightly behind. Okay? So you can either do some marching, or you can walk for distance, and do it for about 30 seconds to a minute. And this is going to work your shoulder mobility and overhead stability. This is actually going to work your core quite a bit as well. But this position works thoracic spine extension. Okay? So that's our first one. Couple tips. You really want to keep this tight as well as your glutes engaged when you're walking. Okay? And again, that sandbag is overhead and slightly back. Okay? So that's the first one. The second is a half kneeling hip flexor stretch. You can do this on the shoulder. So this is our loaded side. So my right side, that leg is forward. Both feet are facing the same direction. They're also on the same road here. They're about shoulder width apart. And all you're simply doing is holding this position like a plank. Okay? If you are very comfortable with this, you can do a hip flexor stretch, moving forward and then slightly back, really stretching this grounded leg. Okay, again, that's done for time. Then obviously you would switch sides to balance out. Okay, next we're going to do a shoulder pivoting drill. So you grab your sandbag, it's secure on your shoulder, straddling the shoulder here so it's nice and even. We lower our center of gravity just a little bit. We're up on the balls of our feet. The heels are just off the ground, and I'm pivoting. This is a deceiving one, guys. It's actually very, very good. We're working on coordination. We're working on core stabilization, hip extension, hip flexion. A fantastic exercise. Fantastic. And balance as well. Okay? So don't neglect that one. That one's quite powerful. Again, you would switch sides when the timer goes to balance out. And our very last one, what do we got here? Oh, the adductor stretch. Okay. Inner thighs, hamstrings, they get very tight, doing a lot of hip hinges. Okay. So we're going to throw it up on our shoulder. You're going to widen your stance. You're going to bend. And you're simply going to shoot side to side. Again, this is a pretty good one for that lumbar spine, strengthening the lower back and core, and also mobilizing the hips, coordination, balance. Tips for this one, you don't want to raise up. Once you get to this height, you want to stay at that height and stay low and smooth, move side to side, stretching out the inner thighs. And that's it, really. One last tip I would show you, if you're an individual who has a hard time getting the sandbag overhead and holding that position, meaning if it's forward slightly and you just can't get into that position, you're going to want to really stretch out the chest. Okay, so you can grab the wall, lean away from it, stretch out the anterior shoulder and the chest. You're going to want to do some foam rolling for the T-spine. Okay, consistency is going to be king. And this downward dog exercise I'm going to show you is something you can implement almost immediately. Okay, so you get in your push-up type position, shoot the hips up at the ceiling, and look down. Okay, and just repeat that. Up and down. The goal is to get the head closer and closer to the chest and really improve mobility in your T-spine and your shoulders. Okay, so those will definitely help. That's going to be your mobility complex for time. Those exercises, doesn't have to be in a specific order. Practice them, identify your weakness, and get after that weak point. Okay guys, best of luck, take care.